everyone, my name's Susie and welcome to this week's Club Zone video and podcast. This week we're going to take a look at the RYA eSAILING Winter Club Championships and how you and your club can get involved. Our guest here today is our very own Adam McGovern, an RYA eSAILING guru. Welcome, Adam.
Hi, Susie.
So my first question for you is, what is the Winter Championships and how do clubs get involved?
So the Winter Championships is very similar, if people remember, to the Spring Club Championships. So it's primarily a club-based event. So clubs need to run a championships. They'll then select their winner that will go on to a regional final. The regional then select their winner that will go through to a live final, which this year is going to be at the virtual dinghy show. Well, I should say next year in 2021, but it'll be part of the virtual dinghy show. So very similar setup. And to get involved, really importantly, clubs need to register as soon as possible. So on the RYA eSAILING webpage, we've got a club sign up. We're asking clubs to do that as soon as possible so we know how many clubs want to get involved. That will close on the 4th of January, and then those clubs will get sent a link to submit details of their club champion, and that needs to be done before the start of February so we can get everything ready for the regional and the national finals.
Fantastic. And what boats are we sailing this year?
So we've tweaked the championship slightly. So I've made it a 6-race series with 1 discard. Everyone's Wi-Fi seems to be getting a bit more stable and the platform's coping with the numbers on the game a bit more. So we're doing 6 races, 1 discard, but that gives us the opportunity to mix the boats up a bit. So similar to what they've done with the eSAILING World Championships, we're going to use different boats for each race. And what we've done is we've selected 3 for speed and 3 for tactics. So we've got the 49er, the NACRA, the Formula 18, those are our fast boats, and the tactical races are going to be in the Laser, the Star, and the J70. So hopefully something for everyone. We've got dinghies, keel boats, and multi-hulls in there.
That's really going to test the sailors' abilities and get a good spread across their skills. Really exciting. You've mentioned that this is a sort of starting off as a club-based championships. How do you recommend clubs should, run their championships?
Well, the first thing to say is clubs can do it however they want. So they can select their champion however they want to do that. What I'd recommend is to do it as part of a winter series. And coming from our sort of club development and sport development background, I think that's really important to try and engage members through the winter period on a number of weeks, because it's going to help keep members active over the winter. It might be on a phone, but it keeps them thinking sailing. So I'd recommend doing it as part of a winter series. However, if you wanted to just do it as a one-off event, that's completely fine as well. What I would recommend is, if you're doing that format, is do it the same as the actual championships. So 6 races, 1 discard, and use a different boat in each race. That way, your winner is going to stand as good a chance as anyone in the actual regional and national finals. But no, personally, I'd do the winter series, but it is for a club to decide how they elect their champion.
Fantastic. And just diving into the real nuts and bolts, how exactly does an individual or a club get involved with this event?
So I think 180 clubs got involved in the Spring Club Championship. So we're hoping most of them just do the same again and get involved, and they'll hopefully be up to speed. However, anyone that's new to it or unsure, we've got a whole load of information on the RYA eSAILING page. Everything from how a club sets up a VIP account to run racing, and how individuals get involved with top tips and stuff on how to play the game, which is at an individual level is a free platform for everyone to use. So it's still free to use game that members can just get involved with over the winter.
So that's really accessible. We don't have to pay anything to get involved and just download an app, which is fantastic. Finally, Adam, I'm going to sort of tell everyone that you were part of the winning GBR national team this year. Congratulations on that. Do you have any tips for sort of the players when they get involved in this eSAILING Winter Club Championships this time round?
So I actually learned a fair bit during that championships, because we were training with a lot of the guys that were much better than me, let's say. But there's a load of videos on the webpage that we've already done. But my top tips following the Nations Cup would be, before the start, have a good look upwind on the course, because what that tells you, you can see the dark patches of pressure on the course, and that usually really helps make your decision on which way of the beat to go on that first beat. It's weirdly a similar tip that I give a sailor in real life, which is look up the course and decide which way you're going to go up the beat. But having a look at where the wind is coming down the course within a minute to go is probably the biggest tip I'd give anyone. And the other thing is, don't worry too much about the upwind. The tactics and the places can all be made downwind. So downwind is where you deploy your tactics, start trying to sit and take the wind of other sailors, but downwind is where you can make your places. Upwind is getting in the pressure and getting on the right side of the shifts.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Adam. That's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Clubs, don't forget, if you want to be part of the championships, register as quickly as possible on the RYA eSAILING website. We've got the deadline of the 4th of January though. And I'm really looking forward to seeing all the sailors out on the virtual waters.